at a team and I start watching tape and I start doing things, I usually go in with a list. I have a bunch of guys that I'm already looking at, and then I'm looking for anybody who pops. And sometimes with this modern era of football, we have a lot of transfers. You have to go look at other schools and go look back through stuff. And so I had to go back and look at this guy. The projected starting quarterback for Illinois this year will be Luke Altmyer. Luke Altmyer is a transfer from Ole Miss. He has one career start. He ended up playing most of the Sugar Bowl as a true freshman against Baylor when Matt Corral went down with an injury during the game. So I had a little bit of a baseline to work with to get an idea of the player. I went back and I looked at some of his high school stuff. And what I kind of came away impressed with overall was his athletic ability. He does look like he's a little bit on the small side, but he can bulk up. I think that he's got a good shot too, especially going into Illinois. That's Brent Bielema's the head coach there, former SEC guy, really big on physique. Just put a bunch of dudes in the NFL. But when I'm looking at this guy, I see a lot of potential that I didn't realize I was going to see with him. So he has good arm strength and can push the ball down the field well. He doesn't have an elite arm, but he can drive the ball with velocity very well up to around 40, 45 yards. His touch ball is excellent. He shows command of his throw. He can throw a touch. He can throw with velocity. He knows when to use it. Placement is still lacking. Needs to be more consistent with how he pushes the ball and getting the ball in front of receivers, especially on goes. But he throws really well on the move. He's a solid athlete who can gash defenses with his quickness as a runner. This is a guy that the Big Ten could potentially really worry about this year. And I didn't realize it coming into this. Like, literally, I did not realize this coming into this episode. This is a guy that could really blow up the Big Ten if teams aren't careful with him.